What's up, everyone? Welcome to another podcast episode. When I say anything about it, I recommend you to watch the entire episode. This is gonna be mind blowing. A lot of new insights. I didn't know a lot of things, so I'm guaranteeing you that you might be also surprised with a lot of things which we are going to share in this episode. Today's guest is Bhavya. Her journey is so awesome and so interesting and very unique. She's a student. She's a full-time student and working full-time job. It's possible, and she talks about that. She's also going from like bachelor's in mass media to business analytics with a focus in marketing analytics. And her company sponsored her H1 visa, which got picked up, and now she has a visa even before she graduated. That's a 0th attempt. Her video is a little blurry. I don't know, maybe it was internet issue when we were filming it, but I think the audio is totally fine, and hopefully you get a lot of value. And finally, there are a lot of possibilities and a lot of time people don't talk about it. So I'm glad that Bhavya actually reached out and sharing her story. You will find this very interesting, and maybe some doors will open up for you, and maybe you will actually start looking into such possibilities. Anyway, I will now let you enjoy this podcast episode. Thank you, Bhavya, for doing this. Really means a lot to me, and I'm very, very happy that we have a mutual friend, Neville. If you're watching this, hello. But Bhavya reached out to me on Instagram, and she's like, "Hey, I have this amazing story. Like we should tell other people." And I was like, I didn't even know what that even means, like H1B in 0th attempt. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. So it's morning 7 o'clock. Sorry, but we had to wake you up. I mean, for you it's 10, so it's not
It's 10,
too late. Yeah,
not too
yeah,
late.
yeah.
Yeah,
So thank you, Bhavya, for doing this.
absolutely, Yudi, the pleasure is mine. Firstly, I would want to say commendable work so far. I have been watching your videos when I wanted to move to United States to pursue my education. And your videos really helped me. So
Yeah.
thank you for doing this and that you are kind of consistent on this, which is amazing.
Awesome. So, Bhavya, before we do anything, let's do a quick intro. Like, what do you do right now? Where are you from? What have you studied, etc.? Like, fun stuff about you.
Awesome. So I'll give my introduction on two fronts, professional and personal front, the
Yes.
non-awesome and awesome front. Okay, so my name is Bhavya Sadrani. I'm 30 years of age right now. I am living at New Jersey. And on the professional front, I am a graduate student at Baruch City University of New York, pursuing Masters in Business Analytics from
Mm.
Zicklin School of Business.
Mm.
Prior to coming to the United States, that is America, I was in India. I was employed as a digital marketing specialist at India's leading CPG brand called Bisleri International, the
Mm.
mineral water brand. Everyone knows that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I was
That's
working with them for 4 years. So
yeah.
yeah, and I have about 8 years of experience in the Indian media, marketing, and advertising industry.
Nice. So do
And
you know
come
all the like fun people, like the people, the actors and all?
the actors and stuff. So I was into digital marketing and stuff. So we get the creators,
Acha,
and it's our job to execute them. They rather go at
oh,
the studios. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
nice. That's so awesome.
Yeah,
So
that's
are
awesome.
you
I mean,
studying? Are you studying right now, or are
yes,
you like
yes.
okay?
I am studying right now. So I am pursuing my master's in analytics. I am in my third semester right now. I intend to graduate this year,
Mm,
the earliest, looking at summer that I'm wanting
mm,
to graduate. And with that, I'm working on my CPT at Known. It's a modern marketing agency. They
mm,
have branches across the US. I'm working from the New York branch at
mm.
Manhattan. So
Okay.
that's more about me. And on the
Wow.
personal front, I come from a Gujarati family, a traditional Gujarati
Yes.
family.
I don't know if you know this
Eat
or
to
not, but I'm
live.
also good Jew.
Satyate Jagani, of course, yeah. I'm a Sadrani. I will know a fellow Jagani.
Right, right. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
Jagani and Sadrani, like they are also Sindhi surnames, right? Like, I mean, some people would
Sound
confuse
very
us.
Sindhi. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. All the time. People are like, are you Sindhi? I'm like, no, I'm a Gujarati. I'm a hardcore Gujarati, a Lohara Gujarati.
Nice.
So yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually also Lohana, so that's funny.
High
Uh,
five.
there we go.
Virtual high
Uh,
five.
so, okay, I'm now more interested and more curious because you are in third semester. You said you have H1B.
Hmm.
How is that even possible?
Yeah. So I'll tell you, even this was a mystery to me. So when I came here, we had this traditional route where you graduate, you apply for H1B, you look for an employer, and they will apply for you.
Hmm.
However, I got this opportunity at Known, the marketing agency, in October.
Hmm.
I interviewed with them and they wanted to appoint me as a paid search analyst. So I said, fair, I can only work, full time, that is 40 hours on my CPT. And I can do
Hmm.
4 CPTs in the entire graduation that we can do, right?
Hmm.
Like there
Yeah.
are 3 CPTs allowed. I can do 4 in my college. 3 goes towards your credit as a credit towards your college. So I
Okay.
said,
Yeah.
I can do on that. And my GCMC, that is my career services, my ISSC, that is International Student Service Center. I spoke to them. They gave me my I-20 with that and all of that. So Jan 31st, I started working with Known on
Hmm.
CPT, and I'm still working with them. Now in the month of March, my lawyer reached out to me and said that, we can apply for your H1B as an international student. I said, like, how is that even possible? Like, I'm not a graduate yet. They said, like, we can do that for you. And they applied. And I was like, okay, ये reject ही होने वाला है, ये नहीं होगा
Right.
approved.
Yeah.
And I got it. And the catch was that there's a thing called as regular cap, where
Yes.
you do
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
to have a master's degree from US
Correct.
to be
Yeah. Yeah.
eligible in the regular cap. And
Yeah.
when my selection notice arrived, it was a regular cap. And I was like, okay, this is the catch now. So then
Nice.
that's how I think I have it. Yeah.
Okay. And so while you're doing your full-time job, you are not studying, right? Or you're just full-time like working.
No, so I am working. I have my classes in the evening. So right now
Acha.
it's a major hustle for me as well. I have to study in the evening and work in the morning, but it's a CPT. It's going to be a CPT till August. Yeah. And then
Correct.
it's
And
going to be
you
on my OPT.
okay. But you
Yeah.
can only do about 11 months full-time. I think that there's a
Yes.
rule, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And
Only
so
11
you're
months
working full time 40 hours and then also studying and doing your
studying.
courses. That's so
Yes.
cool. So and your lottery got picked up, and now
Yeah.
you're going to work on getting it approved, hopefully October
Oh,
1st.
yeah. So that is what I'm really nervous about, because now comes the petition. Now comes the visa after the petition. So I don't know what happens then, but right now we are
Now to
chosen.
what? I mean, now it's easy as long as the paperwork is okay. I
Yeah,
think
it's
it should
clear.
be,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
it
should
should
be
be
good. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but this is awesome. And so, what role did they put in? Like paid, like the
Yes,
search
I'll tell you about that.
analyst?
So
Yeah.
I'm a paid search analyst. When I'm a paid search analyst, it means that I have to work on Google AdWords, Microsoft Bing, platform, where you run search, display, shopping campaigns on
Mm,
Google and Bing and other platforms per se. So that's
mm,
going to be my job role as a paid search analyst. So
mm,
basically, Google search campaigns is what my KRA is going to be: keyword planning, making
mm.
ads, headline copy, descriptions, and the tech part of it, because it's very technical. I have to be on Google Analytics. Google Analytics is like my Bible. I have to be on them to see where is my client's audience, So
Nice.
that's the tech part that I'm going to be involved in. Yeah.
Got it. This is awesome. I didn't know about this role. I think, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, I knew about marketing and marketing analytics. Does it fall under STEM?
Yes. Yes. That's
Oh,
another major
so
thing. It
cool.
falls under STEM. Yeah. Yeah. So in
Okay.
my agency, there are branches like called strategy, science, and studios. Studios will
Mm.
do all the creative bit, strategy will do all the branding bit, the science will do all the tech
The
stuff, the geek stuff,
analytics
the
and tech part.
non-interesting stuff. Yeah. So I
No,
am a
I
part of
think
that.
it is very interesting. I mean, you look at the data and you're like, this person is leaving the website
Mm.
after the first click or whatever. So I think it
True.
is
Very
interesting.
true. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That way definitely it is interesting, but it's very numbers. It's very geek.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
nerdy. Yeah, yeah.
It's nerdy. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, I mean, I'm just gonna break it down. What's your
Sure.
profile? Yeah.
Sure. So I gave my GMAT in 2018.
Mm,
I didn't give my GRE because my intention was to be eligible for an MBA as well as masters.
mm,
However, then I decided to go for my master's because I was getting a STEM course and I was getting a course at Bharuch
mm,
at which aligned very well with my career goals. So that's
mm,
why I was safe. I gave my GMAT. I gave my IELTS
mm,
in 2019. I have a band of 7.5.
Nice.
I did well in speaking and listening. It was in 8, 8.5. Where I didn't do well was writing.
Writing.
I could
Yeah.
not write to save my life. I was
Yeah.
so used to typing. And I have some experience, as I mentioned to you, this lady, and my marketing portfolio otherwise. That's the
That's so
thing.
cool.
And I did my bachelor's. Yeah.
Mm, and what was your bachelor's in?
Yeah. So coming to that, my bachelor's was in bachelor's in mass media, BMM.
Mm,
So where my specialization was advertising. And then I
nice.
did a part-time master's in India, master's in commerce and business management as well. So yes, this
Right.
is my overall gamut of portfolio.
That's amazing. Not a lot of people come from mass media to United
Mass
States,
media.
and not a lot of
Yes.
people come or talk about. Maybe there is a lot of people who come into marketing, analytics, and all that. But I don't know a lot of people. You are like the first one, so it's awesome that you kind of sharing your journey. And I didn't even know that it
Yes.
is a STEM course, so it's actually very
Yes.
cool that you will have an opportunity to use the 3 years OPT. I mean, 1 year OPT
OPT.
extension, etc.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
so cool.
So Bharuch
And
College is basically offering you a master's in business analytics. And then you have electives, marketing analytics,
ah,
data analytics, and accounts. So my
mm,
elective is marketing analytics.
got
So
it.
that's how I had planned it. Yeah.
So let's talk about Bharuch a little bit. I mean, I don't think a lot of people know that university. I mean,
No,
I'll be guilty of it too, because I don't know as much as well. How is the college? Is it you said it's in New York?
it's in New York. It's in
Uh,
Manhattan, 23rd Street, Lexington Avenue, to be
Nice.
specific.
I wish I met you when I was there. So
I
next
saw
time.
your vlogs. You were in New Jersey. You were right
Yes.
around my house. And you were eating bagels at Wonder Bagels with Caitlin.
Yes,
And I was like,
yes,
dude, I need
yes.
to catch up with you. See,
Yes,
I follow you.
yeah. I mean, yes, I wish next time. I mean, I'll
Next
be
time,
coming
for
to New
sure.
York. Yes.
Yes, yes.
So it's in Manhattan. It's a good university, I'm guessing. So business analyst, how does the course work? Like what? How many core courses do you have, or how many credits do you
Sure.
need to get masters?
Sure. About that, so it's definitely in Manhattan. The good part is it's very cost effective.
Mm.
$855 per credit.
What?
It's yes,
855? That's
$55 per credit. As per
nice.
2021, I it may have raised right now, but I can go on record and say as per 2021, I have paid $855 per credit, taxes and stuff extra.
You cannot beat my university. It's only 231.
What?
Yeah.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
nice.
state university.
State
So
university, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
So
go
CUNY
ahead.
is a city university, yeah. So about
Yes.
my coursework, 36 credits I have to, undergo. Okay, and then you have electives worth of, three subjects, or I would say like 9 credits worth of electives,
Mm,
where I chose marketing analytics.
mm, mm,
Now, in my coursework, I have to study the basics of all the languages and programming, and I have to study Python, R, and SQL. So I
mm.
have different courses to teach me that. So I learn data mining via Python or R,
Yeah.
depending on me. I learn the basics of Python because, hello, I'm a teetotaler in Python and programming. So that
Yeah.
happens. And then I study big data with marketing. I study marketing analytics, where I deep
Mm,
dive into data with the help of Excel and
mm,
visualize it with
mm.
data visualizations and Tableau. So all of this gamut is covered in my
So,
coursework. So
and
beautiful
before
coursework.
coming to United States, you did not
Yeah.
have programming knowledge. You did not learn Tableau and Python and R and all of that.
Nothing at all. Nothing.
So
I used
how
to work on
difficult
Google.
was it,
It was, oh my God,
or how
hats
easy was
off,
it?
hats off to people who can code. I mean, this is amazing. I mean, this is definitely difficult. I wouldn't say it was a piece of cake for me. I'll be
Mm,
lying if I say that. It was
mm,
difficult, but it is so interesting. I mean, once you get hooked onto it, you would want to do more. Why is this not getting solved? What is the error?
mm,
Like, you would
mm,
want to solve it. So
mm,
I am enjoying it right now. But yes, it was difficult to start with. Definitely very intimidating when you kind of just hear about it, right? And R, and you kind of there
mm.
are queries and tickets on it. Very
Yeah.
intimidating. But once you start, definitely it's interesting. You
Yeah,
grow into
and
it.
the main reason I'm asking this is because there are going to be girls and guys just like you who are from mass media or who are from different background and planning or thinking and wishing that, hey, I want to go into tech, and but I don't think I can do it. And that's
Do
why
it.
I'm like, I can show your story. Like, you look at you, like, I mean, you came from mass media, have zero idea about Tableau and Python and R and SQL, and you came here, you figured it out, you learning all of that. And I
Yes,
mean, you
I'm
have an
learning.
internship before, a full-time job, not even internship, before you even graduate, and an H1B. That's an amazing story to, like, for people to know.
I think I've just been very lucky, and I have been. I mean, I'll come on to that once kind of we progress with the interview. I've
Yeah.
been lucky, and I've been like very, very aggressive with my approach, because that is one
Mm.
thing I learned in India. The most you are aggressive, like I want this, ye karna hai. So I
Mm.
think if you're little lucky, so yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, just
Yeah.
start, take the first step. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a blessing. Let me track back. How was your F1 visa experience? Because you were going from mass media to business analytics, and the university is not so popular. So, how did that go? Like, did they? How was your visa F1 visa experience?
In my F1 visa interview, I went to the visa interview because of pandemic. There were lesser people, there were lesser kids. Only F1 was allowed at that time.
Mm.
It was in December 2020.
Yeah.
Um, only F1 was allowed at that time, and my visa interview was just 25 seconds. 25
Nice.
seconds, and I was so nervous. Three questions per se. Firstly, okay, why Baruch? So I said, because the coursework aligns very well with my career goals. I want to pursue my career into marketing. She cut me. She's like, okay, who's paying for your finances? I said, my family. I have my family funds. Also, I have a loan taken as a safe work.
Mm.
Okay. And what do you want to, and where are you going to live? I'm going to live in New York. Okay, thank
Mm.
you. We are keeping your passport. You'll get it later. I said, like,
that.
is it done? I asked the watchman भैया भैया मेरा passport हो गया madam जाओ आप अभी. I was crying.
That's awesome. I love it. So obviously you are here. You started studying and learning Tableau and Python and R and all of that fun stuff. So how did you get internship? How did you get the full time job? What was your
Yes,
strategy?
important.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So my first internship came in summer of 2021, where I only landed this job because of Handshake, the
Mm.
portal, your college portal, your career services
Yes.
portal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I relied
Mm.
completely on Handshake, definitely, and then on LinkedIn. And
Mm.
then I did not underestimate my career services people at my
Yes.
college.
Mm.
They were so helpful. I had a constant rapport with them. I used to mail them. They used to get
Mm.
back to me. They used to reach out for me for opportunities. I used to attend sessions. I still attend their sessions, their orientations and sessions for
Mm. Yeah.
international students
Yeah.
and stuff. I do there. I go that.
Yeah.
They call companies to do a mock interviews with us. I attend
Yeah.
those mock interviews. And
Yeah.
via Handshake, I got my first internship. Obviously, I interviewed with them online, and it was Clip, a startup. They are
Uh,
into sustainable transport, and basically they are still running very well, and
mm.
they fund their interns from NY which is
Mm.
like basically a funding for students, who are into sustainable energy and transport. And I
Yeah.
was working with them at Brooklyn Navy Yard. It was a
Nice.
co-working space.
Yeah.
What an experience. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically Handshake and career services is my answer for
So
you.
when was
That's
that?
how we landed.
When was that?
Summer of 2021, Jan 2021, I came
Uh,
on spring. I did those, 9 credits. Then you register for your next 9 credits, and you're eligible to do an internship in summer.
oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, wow. So you already had an internship, and then obviously you got this full-time job. How did that happen?
Yes. अमेरिका में सिर्फ 3 चीजें फेमस है. नेटवर्किंग नेटवर्किंग नेटवर्किंग. और मैं नेटवर्किंग करती
I've
हूँ.
said so many times in the videos. I hope people watch this video and think, हाँ, यूडी की बात सुननी चाहिए अभी.
People listen to you. Come on. I mean, yeah, but if you are saying this, it stands 100% worth. So when I came here in my orientations, network. Everybody's saying network. I'm like, relax, guys. I
हाँ,
will network. But
हाँ,
then I realized what they mean with network. It's the kind of place you live in, the friends you make.
mm,
Make friends, reach out to people, on LinkedIn. You go to your college, sit
mm,
in the lectures, make friends. In projects, don't just stick around to your core group. Try to
Mm.
make friends with groups in other projects. And, like today you have been in this project in your midterms with these couple of people. For
Yeah.
final, choose a different group.
Yeah.
I mean, the projects are not about how good you perform. It's about how well you perform as a team. You
Mm.
make friends over there. That's how I made friends with one of my teammate in my college. He is working in this agency, Yash Agarwal.
Mm.
He told me that you're into marketing. Like, oh, I work in this firm. Why don't you apply? I went on their website one fine day and I'm like, okay, I think these roles match. I interviewed and 3 interviews later I landed it. So it's
Nice.
absolutely via good friendship and networking that I landed a job.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's, I mean, obviously you cracked the interview. Networking
Yeah.
is only going to get you so far to get an interview.
Yes.
After that, it's your
It's
responsibility
your
to crack.
caliber.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
So
it
for
is
that, yes,
important.
coming
Yeah.
on to it is important. It is important. I mean, yes, even I used to think that this is hype too much. But
Hmm.
no, now I think the more people you reach out to, it is definitely going to help you in your career.
Yeah. And the only thing I would say is don't, like, I mean, for the people who are watching it, like, don't freak out for all the introverts out there. They are like, "Arey bhai, how will I survive? Like, I don't know how to network and all that." It's as simple as just making friends. It's like you are building relationships, not really
True.
networking. There's no transaction. Like, you're not, this person looks like he might be able to get me a job in Google, so I'll only network with this person. So don't
Oh
do that.
no,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's a
Like,
biggest mistake. Like you only make friends, as you just said. You said a brilliant thing. Make friends, and they'll
mhm.
help you with a good
Yeah.
mind. Like I make this joke with my friends. क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहू थी, क्योंकि employee भी कभी student था. So he knows my problem.
That's
He will
awesome.
help me.
क्योंकि employee भी कभी student था. That's that is so cool. Yes. What was your interview process like? Like for paid search analyst, like what are typical skill set look like, and what does the interview process look like?
Perfection. So my interview was 3 to 4 rounds. One with the HR and three with other company people who I will be reporting to, the director and the partners and something like
Mm,
that.
mm,
So it happened that way. Definitely, the whole interview process was very, very quick. It was completely online. When I
mm.
say quick, I had my 3 interviews in the span of 2 to 3 weeks, and in
Right.
the fourth week, I heard from them. Okay, it was
Mm.
not like I know some companies, especially the big
Take
techies,
forever.
the
Yeah.
fangs, they take at least good 3 to 4 months to take interviews. So
Mm,
I am very restless that way, and luckily the company really helped me. They took my interviews quickly in span of 3 weeks, as I mentioned.
mm.
In fact, faster than that. Each interview, first of all, through the HR to understand if you are a fit for the company. The cultural fit is very important for people in America here. They want to know
Mm.
if you're a cultural fit. Then
Yes.
there were technical rounds where my director of my company, Rohan, if he's watching this,
I
Rohan took
don't.
my technical round.
Mm,
So Rohan took my technical round where
mm,
he actually asked me. He gave me a case study, like
mm,
this is your brand, Bhavya,
mm,
and you have to kind of make ads for it on Google. What is your strategy? Simple. So I
mm,
made assumptions. I asked questions. Okay, this is my brand.
mm,
Okay, where is my brand in the, now this is a very marketing term. Where is
mm,
he in the funnel? Awareness, purchase, consideration. These are the three funnels where a client is or a customer is in marketing. So he
mm,
said, like, suppose it's in the awareness funnel. Okay, is my goal what? Is my goal performance or is my goal completely branding? He said
mm,
branding. Then
mm,
I will choose these ads. I will do these many iterations, spend this much money. I will
mm.
understand the market. So very technical, but all I can say right now is that they wanted to understand my approach to a problem. My
Yeah,
solution was
yeah,
not
yeah.
important, my
Correct,
approach to a problem.
correct.
And I
Yeah.
think I think that is what helped me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Most places, even
Yeah.
in the software world and even in the product management, project management, they are not looking for the right answer. They are looking for how are you going to solve the problem. Like, what is your approach to solve the problem? So,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
And one other thing, like, this is like a compliment. Like, you seem so into marketing. Like you feel like marketing is coming out of you. So I can understand why they like you and why they give you an offer, because you seem passionate about whatever you do. So So that's
Yeah,
awesome. I
I love it. I love marketing because people think marketing is like, so I come from a family of finance. Like my father
Yeah.
is a tax consultant and
Mm,
obviously he had a dream कि मेरा एक बच्चा, like I have a brother, कोई तो
yeah.
finance करे, CA बने. And I was the
Right.
black sheep in the family. मैं
Yeah.
marketing करूंगी. So now I feel that if I'm able to do something well with my marketing, might as well like, yeah, talk about it.
Yeah, yeah. How did the conversation for H1B happen? Like, did you approach them, or they are like, "Hey, you are like really nice employee"? Because sometimes you have to approach a manager saying like, "Hey, will you be applying for my H1B?" Some companies by default directly do. So, what about your like? Did they approach you, or you are like you were nagging them?
Okay, so this is what happens. I think even you are aware of this. So when you apply to companies, they have a thing called "Would you need sponsorship in the
Sponsorship.
future?"
Yeah.
Yeah, so that tab was tick. I will need
Mm,
sponsorship in the future,
mm,
which is very clear, very evident.
mm,
So when the HR round happened towards the end, I made it very clear that I would need a sponsorship to survive,
mm,
or else I wouldn't be able to continue. So it happened that my joining was on 31st of January, and they were like, fair, as a default, because they knew as an employee I would need it. They did it in this March itself. But the
mm.
great part is it happened in regular cap because I was nervous. I was like, my degree is still underway. I was wanting to wait for some more time, but then it's a regular cap. So I hope it works. Yeah. So it was like
Yeah.
direct.
So
The HR
you
knew
didn't,
about my
yeah, yeah.
record.
So you didn't really have to convince them. They already knew you need it, and they are like,
Start of the
why not
interview.
just take a
Yeah.
chance right
Chance.
now, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
if it picks up in
Yes.
the
If
regular
it fits,
lottery, then
we should.
it's yeah, sone pe suhaga kind of thing.
अरे मतलब and when I told my family or my friends, they were like, done. I'm like, wait, relax, long process to go.
No, no. I hope it'll be approved. I mean, now that lottery is picked, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
What's the pay range for this paid search analyst?
Paid search analyst, somebody into marketing, it totally depends. Like I think the basic starts with 60,000, most basic.
Mm,
It
mm,
goes to almost $100,000 to 120.
okay,
इतना
okay.
starting में मिल जाएगा ना. Again, depends on your seniority, your
Yeah,
level of experience, and how fast you grow. But 60K to 120K should be your answer. Yeah.
yeah. Got it. Okay, cool, awesome. One last tip, advice, word of wisdom for anybody who's watching, or the girls who are inspired by you and watching, or guys too. So,
So my one last tip will be curious. Uh,
mm,
always do your research. Do not rely on consultants only. If you have consultants, great. I wish you the best. They are here to help you. But do your own research. Nobody told me about Bharuch
mm,
earlier. I
yeah.
researched, and I found it. I used to reach out to people on LinkedIn. You can reach out to me. I am available. My name is Bhavya Sadrani. I will reply to
I'll
you,
put
girls.
your link so people can
LinkedIn,
reach
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yes.
Reach out to me. I mean, if they want to know
Please
about
don't
Baruch.
spam her, and I am giving you warning. People will.
No, that's okay. If I can help somebody, because I reach out to so many people and they helped me out.
Yeah.
Do not fear reaching out to people. Start early. If you
Mm,
want to join next year, start 1.5 years in advance. Give your
mm,
GMAT GRE properly. Get good scores. If you're not able to get good scores, make sure your profile is good. You know, people in America value diversity. If you are doing something well in sports, in culturals, and your profile is not that great, you still have a chance. Do not lose hope there. Even I thought that, dude, yeah, this is not going to be possible. Like, people in masters are 25 years of age. How will I make it right now?
mm,
No, people value diversity over here. I see students in my class, the profile is good. So that happens. So start early so that you have time. You will enjoy the process. You will not be stressed like I was, probably.
mm.
And when I say early, at least a year and a half in advance compared to your career goals. Like if you want to
Yeah.
join next year, that's it. It's
Yeah.
Baki age is no bar. And yeah, do your own research. Don't fear. Just go out there, talk to people. Somebody will help you, as I told you. क्योंकि सास भी कभी
Mm.
बहू थी. It works. It's all a circle.
Nice. Love it. Awesome. This is one of my favorite podcast I've shot in a very long time. So thank you
Oh, you
for
say this to everyone. Come on, Yudi.
नहीं
You're
नहीं
very
I
kind.
सच्ची में I'm not short podcast in such a long time, so it feels, you make me feel like, okay, I need to do this more often, because stories like this are not told, and I want to tell
Yes,
more stories like this.
yes, Yes. I mean, if anything, if even two kids, like I looked at you and I felt like he's done it, I can do it too. So if
Yeah.
somebody can watch this and reach out to me, or otherwise just think that, if she's doing it, there is scope
Yeah.
in marketing.
Yeah.
You can get H1B in 0 attempts. Go for it, guys. I mean, kya hoga? And yeah, this is very important thing. I'm sorry, I'm just prolonging it, but I used to worry a lot, like, oh shit, ये problem हो गई, अब क्या होगा?
Mm.
But there is no problem that somebody has not faced this before.
Love your positivity, love your energy. It's so nice, so
Yeah.
refreshing. I'm so glad we connected. Again, thank you so much, Bhavya, for doing this. Really means a lot. Until our next one.
Keep smiling and keep hustling.
Nice.